just getting Nicki when you hear the music. The other stuff is work, and some of it is play. I mean, let's face it. This is my fucking job. I have to have some sort of fun. Like, if it means, picking fun.
Last week, they ruled for me to have a new trial to review the case that I was initially put on probation for. I got a label deal with Jay-Z the same day. I got the news the same day. So, because I come from DMX, Jay-Z, Ja Rule, 50 Cent, Nas, all that era right there. Like, I mean, how can I possibly be coming with some?
Y'all won't believe the absolutely explosive tea that Nicki Minaj just spilled, and honey is scalding hot. She's literally setting the music industry on fire with accusations that are making everyone's jaws drop to the floor. And when I tell you which major names are involved, Meek Mill and Jay-Z. Yes, you heard that right. Nicki is out here making some seriously spicy claims about Meek and Jay-Z getting way too cozy with each other, and darling, the music industry is shook. Could Meek really be Jay's secret little something something? Stay with me as we unpack this absolutely scandalous drama. Now, let me take you back because this whole mess has more layers than a wedding cake. It wasn't always shade and drama between these rap royalties. Once upon a time, Meek Mill and Nicki were actually the industry's hottest item. They started as collaborators, dropping absolute bangers under Maybach Music Group and Cash Money Records. And then, in 2015, Cupid struck. These two lovebirds made it official and stayed together until 2017. Oh honey, they were everywhere, flaunting their love all over social media like teenagers.
For you to turn around on stage last night and tell Nicki you love her, and for Nicki to do the same thing, that was a beautiful moment.
Yeah, it's like a regular people moment, you know what I'm saying? Usually we be on Instagram and stuff sometimes, but
photos to Instagram on Wednesday showing off a massive diamond ring that has us wondering if she's officially off the market. She tagged her boyfriend, rapper Meek Mill, and wrote in the caption, "Now this is what I'm talking about, baby. LOL, love you."
Let me tell you, these two were absolutely inseparable. The paparazzi couldn't get enough of them, catching their adorable PDA moments left and right. They were that couple who made everyone else jealous, always hand in hand at red carpet events looking like they just stepped out of a fairy tale. And the music, their collaboration, All Eyes on You with Chris Brown, it didn't just top the charts, it dominated them. They were living their best life, giving us all relationship goals. It was like watching a hip-hop love story unfold right before our eyes, or so we thought. You know how these Hollywood romances go. One minute you're soulmates, the next minute you're soul enemies. Their breakup, Messi doesn't even begin to cover it. These two went from couple goals to social media war real quick. Instagram and Twitter became their battlefield, and honey, they were firing shots left and right. The bitterness? You could taste it through your phone screen. Neither of them was trying to take the high road. They were both down in the trenches, throwing shade like it was their job.
And I'll wear that title proudly, too.
The Anaconda rapper has called it quits with boyfriend Meek Mill, taking to social media Thursday morning to set the record straight on split rumors. Nicki tweeted to confirm, "Yes, I am single."
But wait, it gets even juicier. When Nicki started seeing other people, Meek was not having it. According to Queen Nicki herself, Meek was still sliding into her DMs while she was with her new man. Can we say desperate? She even dragged him on Barbie Dreams. Imagine being so hung up on your ex that she makes you the punchline of her hit song. Not a good look for our tough guy rapper, if you ask me. This beef simmered for ages, with both sides spilling enough tea to fill an ocean.
He thinks that Meek is still in love with me.
Whoa.
While we were together.
Well, this gets very tangled fun. Okay, is Meek really still in your DMs?
Absolutely.
Now, when you say in the DMs, you say like, hollering? He should. I don't see why. There's nothing wrong with that, though, right?
All the men in here are saying, I would.
Now let's talk about the Jay-Z connection, because this is where things get really interesting. Everyone knows Jay and Meek have been cooking up magic in the studio together. These two powerhouses have blessed our ears with collaborations like What's Free featuring Rick Ross and Honey, It Was Everything. The track didn't just make waves, it caused a whole tsunami in the industry. But they didn't stop there. These two took their partnership to a whole new level when they decided to mix business with pleasure, professionally speaking, of course. They joined forces to launch Meek's new record label, Dream Chasers, partnering with Jay's Rock Nation. Talk about a power move. This was Meek's way of cementing his legacy for the next generation of artists.
You could say, to music mogul Jay-Z signing a new business partnership with hip-hop artist Meek Mill. It's a big deal. The two artists are announcing Mill's new record label. It's called Dream Chasers. It's a joint venture with Jay-Z's Rock Nation, and it's the beginning of a new chapter for the 32-year-old rapper, you could say.
During their CBS News interview, both Jay and Meek spilled the tea about their collaboration. Jay, being the business genius he is, declared it was finally time for them to grab the bigger slice of the pie. As he put it, they weren't shining shoes anymore. They were ready to shine themselves. The ambition was crystal clear. These two were gunning for the top spots, with Jay playing mentor to Meek's rising star.
The music and the culture that we create, you know, we've been giving it away for so long, which is understandable. We gotta start somewhere, you know. We gotta clean the floors up before we own the building, but we don't shine shoes anymore.
And just when you think it couldn't get any sweeter, Meek starts gushing about Jay-Z like a fanboy meeting his idol. He's out here calling Jay the GOAT, saying working with him is literally living out his dreams. The way Meek describes it, they're like two souls who've walked the same path. From the streets to the suites, if you know what I mean. Their vision, to lift up young talent from the hood and showcase their culture. I mean, could this partnership be any more perfect?
Dream to me, coming in the music industry, of course you always the people you admire. There's not too many people I admire, like, on a music level and a business level, on a like as a man level. So, you know, doing business with Hov is like, I always, even when we talk, I always explain it to him like.
But wait, there's more. Their relationship isn't just all business. These two are actually pretty tight outside the studio too. When P. Diddy hosted that exclusive Black Billionaires lunch, yes, that's a thing, darling. Both Jay and Meek were there, living their best lives. Picture this: successful black men toasting to their success, creating this beautiful moment of unity in the industry. It was everything.
We're gonna keep staying together. We getting tighter. You know what I'm saying? And united we stand. And ain't nothing else to us. Black excellence.
Now, hold on to your seats, because this is where the drama really starts to pop off. Remember Jay's album 444 that dropped in 2017? The same year Nicki and Meek's love story crashed and burned? Well, honey, that album was a moment. It didn't just hit #1 on the Billboard 200, it dominated with 262,000 album equivalent units in the first week, going platinum in just 6 days. Jay's 14th chart-topping album, the man really said, "Watch me work." And Meek? Oh, he was riding that 444 wave hard, posting about it nonstop like it was his own album. But apparently, this didn't sit well with a certain queen of rap.
And she says, "Oh, so you niggas gonna sit up here and act like wifey? Ain't been tell y'all #1? Don't lose the baddest girl in the world? Eric Benet? #2, stop throwing money your ass ain't really got."
Nicki finally had enough of watching Meek fangirl over Jay's album. She took to Instagram and dropped a bomb that had everyone's group chats buzzing. She posted this group picture with a caption that was dripping with shade, basically saying Meek and Jay were acting all wifey with each other. The internet went wild, with some people taking it way further, suggesting, well, you know what they were suggesting. But Miss Minaj wasn't done. She really went for Meek's throat, saying he messed up by letting a baddie like her go. And then she went for his pockets, calling him out for flexing all that money on social media when she claims he doesn't even have it like that.
3, stop posting them tired stacks on the gram. Oh, but when Jay say it, it's Bible though. Bad bitches unite. We ain't been dropping jewels on these niggas behind closed doors. Tuh. every girl is making one of these three faces at a nigga.
Now let's rewind a bit and talk about this album that caused all this drama. In 444, Jay was preaching about financial literacy like a Sunday sermon. He was calling out rappers who love flashing stacks of cash on social media, saying there's a clear disconnect. Over there in his world, they don't even call that money. And who was known for constantly showing off money on social media? You guessed it, Meek Mill. Our boy Meek was notorious for those money phone pictures. You know, holding stacks of cash like a phone. The exact behavior Jay was criticizing. And Nicki, she saw the hypocrisy clear as day. Here's Meek, claiming to be Jay's biggest fan, hanging on to every word of 444, but still doing exactly what Jay was calling corny. The irony was too much for Nicki to handle.
Mill, he says, yo, when they gonna come out with a CD about all the shit these fake bitches be doing? Fake skin color, fake lashes, fake weaves, fake ass.
But hold on to your wigs, because Meek wasn't about to take this lying down. He came back swinging, and honey, he went low. He started calling out Nicki for being fake. And when I say he went for everything, I mean everything. The hair, the nails, the skin, the body, the lashes, nothing was off limits. The audacity of this man. And let's talk about how hypocritical this was. Are we supposed to believe Meek just woke up one day and realized Nicki wore wigs and had some work done? Please. He knew exactly what he was getting into when they started dating. This was clearly just him being bitter because Nicki wouldn't take him back.
On your life. A 38-year-old mother from Alabama who has filed a lawsuit accusing Sean Diddy Combs and Jay-Z of raping her when she was 13 years old is speaking out to NBC News for the first time. She asked us not to reveal her identity.
But just when you thought this drama couldn't get any messier, the plot thickens. Right in the middle of all this, Jay-Z gets hit with some serious allegations. We're talking career-ending type of accusations. Tony Busby filed this civil lawsuit, and the details? Shocking doesn't even begin to cover it. Jay immediately shut down all the claims, saying none of it ever happened. He even accused Busby of trying to extort him, making it clear he wouldn't pay a single cent in settlement.
Busby, the Texas attorney who vowed to file over 120 lawsuits against Sean Diddy Combs, is now facing a lawsuit himself, this time from a prominent figure accusing him of extortion on the receiving end of a lawsuit. A person who is staying anonymous, only known as John Doe, has accused Busby of trying to get money by making up false stories about serious crimes like sexual assault and threatening to tell the public, basically filing lawsuits if he doesn't get paid. This is essentially extortion.
And here's where Meek shows his true loyalty to Jay. He jumped on Twitter faster than a hot gossip spreads in a beauty salon, defending Jay like his life depended on it. He's calling it all a false narrative and a matrix web designed to control everyone. According to Meek, this is all part of some master plan to bring down successful black rappers. And you know what? A lot of people are actually agreeing with him.
Then Meek responded, "The only way you can try to kill my career is to say I beat women. Talk about your brother, convicted of rape. And you been knew and paid for his lawyer. Your little brother touched that little girl too. You know I know. You want me to crash with your boyfriend and I won't. You said you willing to crash your man because you losing now. And everybody in the industry know you a bad person. You been knew your brother was raping that little girl. That's why I got away from you."
And just when you think the drama couldn't get any messier, they both start hitting below the belt. When Meek brought up that sensitive case about Nicki's brother, you know, the one who's currently behind bars, things got ugly. He claimed Nicki knew all about it, suggesting that's why he ended things with her. The audacity. But our queen Nicki wasn't about to let that slide. She clapped back, calling his comments about the case tasteless. Though I have to spill some tea here. When she referred to it as an alleged incident, plenty of people raised their eyebrows at that one. And honey, she didn't stop there. She kept insisting that Meek just couldn't get over her, telling him to move on with his sorry life. Now let's talk about how differently these two have moved on. Nicki, she's living her best life, happily married and thriving. When interviewers asked if there was any chance of reconciliation with Meek, her response? "He's nothing to me," though she did spill that Meek tried to make peace, claiming they're now indifferent to each other. But here's the real tea. She made it crystal clear that while she's not naturally shady, she'll match whatever energy someone brings her way. Period.
And I know he was hurt. You know, he was like, "Look, this was my first time being in love, and I didn't know how to handle it." And at a certain point, you have to forgive. You know.
Yeah.
And I have forgiven him because he has come genuinely to me.
So here's what it all boils down to, darlings. This whole messy situation between Nicki and Meek? It's just another classic case of a relationship gone sour, with Jay-Z unfortunately caught in the crossfire. Though honestly, Jay seems unbothered by all this drama, as he should be. The silver lining? It looks like these two exes might finally be putting their differences aside and moving forward with their lives. And isn't that exactly how it should be? But here's what I'm dying to know. What do you think about all this drama? Is Nicki spilling real tea, or is she just bitter about how things ended with Meek? Drop your thoughts below, honey, and make sure you stay tuned for more juicy Hollywood secrets. Trust me, we're just getting started. You won't want to miss a single drop of this piping hot tea we're serving.